Unabomber himself, Ted Kaczynski, was part of the Harvard LSD studies.
Was he?
Yeah, they cooked his brain.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a documentary about it called The Net. He's a professor at Berkeley. So he went to school at Harvard. They put him in the Harvard LSD studies, and then he disappeared, went to Berkeley, worked as a professor to earn enough money so he could buy a cabin and implement his plan to kill everybody who was involved in technology, so he'd stop this takeover of the human race, which probably is true.
Yeah.
Well, all of AI is not going to make it through whether we have a recession or not, because they haven't separated the wheat from the chaff yet. But I do believe, unlike crypto, I think AI is real. It could be as transformative as the internet. It's a huge thing.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have the 4th Industrial Revolution right around the corner. And who saw it a long time ago? That's right, the Unabomber. And those who have my New World Order book know what I'm talking about. We know all the geniuses that went against the agenda were called crazy or they disappeared. And we know Drunken Miller is an NWO puppet talking about AI because he knows all about this digital transformation, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And speaking of puppets, we have Charles Hoskinson giving us a good speech. But guys, we know the 2008 crisis and Bitcoin all of a sudden coming about was not by chance. It was all planned a long time ago, and this is one of the purposes of my NWO book. So therefore you can connect the dots and see that everything that happens that moves the sheep in one direction is planned, whether it's in America, whether it's globally. And because the masses stay so distracted, they never notice that they're being pushed in a direction and they feel like they made the choice. And because of the C word, you don't even have to go all the way back to history. You can start right at 2020 and see how they moved the globe in one direction, and the masses had no clue that they were part of an experiment. And we see Cardano in Africa pushing digital ID. So guys, when they play the Hegelian dialectic, they got to have a few guys on this side all for the people, like Elon Musk. Then they have to have people on the other side that are clearly against you, which is Biden. And since the masses are so tribal, they're going to fight each other and stay divided while the NWO conquer. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
I believe in power to the edges. I believe in self-sovereign identity. I believe in freedom and liberty. And as a result, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and my time into this. And we're all going to come together and just figure it out and build it. An army of volunteers on a ragtag militia for the future. Very different thing than Microsoft and Google and Apple and Amazon and your run-of-the-mill company, your Nike Just Do It. That's about all of us, each and every one of us. We just want some human rights. And we're not really so happy with where things are at. Nobody, if you poll them, would look and say, I believe the people in charge should be in charge, and we can't find anyone better. But we're stuck with them because of a political, bureaucratic, ossified process that has resulted in a two-party monopoly where it's all about power at any cost, politics. There isn't a lot of integrity there. We didn't start this industry. This industry was started in the response to a failed governance event, the 2008 financial crisis, which brewed from over 30 years of misconduct by central bankers like Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, and the Treasury secretaries and U.S. policy in an incestuous relationship with banksters who, by the way, suffered no consequences for destroying the American economy. And we were told again and again, whether it was the Black-Scholes crisis of '87 or the S&L crisis in the early '90s, or it was the long-term capital crisis of 98 or the collapse of Silicon Valley, and it was 2008 and everything before. Trust us, we know what we're doing. It'll all be better tomorrow. And yet another collapse, yet more corruption, yet more problems. So we said, you know what? We as an industry are going to come together and we're just going to do something different. Maybe we should have money that we control. Maybe we should have deflationary instead of inflationary monetary policies. Maybe, just maybe, we should own our own identity, be our own bank. Maybe, just maybe, we should have a say in how our data is used and be able to say no to something.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.